Hey Jackson, guess what? I'm gonna make a cooking video today. Now, I've already made you a bread baking video, but today is a little different. Although I'm gonna make bread, I'm gonna use a different recipe. Uncle John, what is a recipe? Well, a recipe is a plan for a meal or a plan for an entree or a dish, something you're cooking. So mommy uses recipes all the time. And Uncle John uses recipes because they are a guide. They help us know how to cook what we're going to cook. So today we're going to do bread. Now, let me show you. Uncle John bought 50 pounds of hard, well, actually, I bought 2 buckets. So one is hard white wheat berries, hard white wheat berries, and this is hard red winter wheat berries. Okay? Okay, buddy, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the phone stand here. This is just like you and mommy have. Uncle John has one just like it. So I'm gonna try to open these up with one hand. I can't do it with the iPhone stand because it's just not doing right, but let's try. Oh my word. Okay, that's hard. I gotta get scissors. Hang on. Scissors to the rescue. Now, we don't use scissors unless mommy or daddy are there, or Uncle John or son or grandma or whomever, but an adult, but not just Jackson. I gotta get some help here, buddy. Hang on. Okay, I think I got it. So I'm gonna tear. Oh. Oh, buddy, this is hard. I know it shouldn't be that hard. Sometimes you just got to give it extra try. So extra try. Here we go. And you try, and you try, and we got it. Look, we got it. Okay. So there it is. Let's open it. I'm excited. These are the hard white wheat berries. Now, did you hear the water boiling in the background? I gotta have warm water for our effort of making bread. So I put the water on for 140 degrees, which is just a little too warm, but we're gonna work with it. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we can open this. Maybe we'll just use one today. Okay, it's coming. Goodness. Ooh. We huff and we puff and we pull the lid off. Maybe I'll just use one today. I'm kind of tired already. Man, this is taking a long time. There we go. Keep trying, just keep trying. Well, we got it. Okay. What do you think? These are hard white wheat berries. And I know I've showed you wheat berries before when we made flour before, but aren't they tiny? Teeny, tiny wheat berries. Look what's back here. Blender. The blender. And the wheat berries. And the blender. And the wheat berries. We should do something. All right, I'm going to open the other one. Maybe before I open the other one, I think I'll just measure out what I need of this one. So I'm supposed to have 4.5 cups of wheat berries. So what Uncle John is going to do this time is mix them, if I can get that other bucket open today. So this is the white one, and so 1/2 is going to be this kind, and 1/2 is going to be this kind. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my 1 cup measure, right? See, it says the 1 on it. I need 2 of these, and then I need to get a 1/4 cup measure. Hang on, let me get that. Come over to the drawer, and we look and we say, yep, here it is. Because 2 and 1/4 cup makes half. So we need 4.5 cups. So we do 4 of these and 2 of these. So let me get those opened up. I'm trying to find the right place to put them once I measure them out. Let's try here. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, and then we do the 1/4, okay? 2 and 1/4. That's the white wheat berry. I gotta open up the other bucket. Okay, buddy, I decided I would go ahead and open this one up just like I did the other one, but hopefully it will go better. So I snapped that. I'm wondering, this has got to be the way to do it, because the instructions say so. Ah, it's going faster. It's going faster. Have to keep pulling and trying. This one got stuck, so we're going to give it a little snip. But remember, we don't use scissors unless we have an adult nearby, because we want to be super careful. But look, I got it. Now I have 2 straps. What color is that, Jackson? That's right, it's green. Green straps, but we're just going to throw them away. Okay, buddy, I got it off. It took some work. But now, here is my question. I have 1 white wheat berry, and I have 1 red. But it's not very red, and it's not very white. But that's the red one, and that's the white one. Red, white. That's just what they're called. Maybe when we look at it with lots of them, that's supposed to be the red one, and this is the white one. So you can see one is a little darker than the other. So that helps me understand. But it's not really red like Christmas tree red or any of those things. And it's not really white, but that's what they call them. Okay, so now it comes time to measure. I couldn't find another bowl, so I grabbed my called Poppy's popcorn bowl. While I am Uncle John to you, I am also Sydney's. You remember Sydney? I am Sydney's Poppy. So I'm using my Poppy's popcorn bowl. Here's 1. Come over here. 1. 2, because we want 2 cups. And then we want, remember what the other one we wanted? 1/4 cup. So I got my 1/4, here it is, and I put it in the cup, and there we go. So now, I got to throw those green straps away, but white and red wheat, white wheat. Okay, buddy, so you remember, now we have the red and the white hard wheat, red hard wheat, white hard wheat. Now, why do we say hard wheat? Well, because if you have soft wheat, that's what you make cookies with. And when you make bread, you make hard wheat. Now, this new recipe for me uses 2 eggs. Now, Jackson, you're the best egg cracker I know, but you're not here to help me, so I'm going to have to do this. Okay, here we go. 2 little eggies. What do we say when we crack the eggs and we open them up and they come out? We go blop. 1 little eggie. 2 little eggies go plop. Okay, we got the eggs. All right, my young friend, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the white berries in the blender. We're going to do the red berries in the flour mill that attaches to the KitchenAid. We used that one before, you remember? And so red will go here and white will go here. There is our KitchenAid mixer that we're going to use. This KitchenAid mixer was Aunt Kim's grandmother's mixer. Okay, buddy, here we go. Take the white berries and we're going to put them in here. Plop, 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 plop. Do you remember how much that was? 2 1/4. So that's first. Now we put on the lid because why? Because we are going to hear the best sound, the best blender sound ever. I love that sound. All right, so now what are we going to do? We're going to go smoothie, alternate milk, grind. That's the one we want. We don't need heated wash, no. We just need grind. So here we go. 1 little clicky, 2, 3. There we go. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Now, I'm not going to make you listen to it the whole time because it's going to be loud. You know that, but here we go. Ready? Oh, it's making lots of dust. We got to stop that. But we're going to let it blend up or grind up. I'll come right back. Okay, it ended. Now we have flour. We love that sound, don't we, Jackson? But what I noticed was it gets really dusty when you open it up. So Uncle John won't do that again. Now this looks like very fine flour to me. Look at it closely here as well. We made a big mess, but we have flour for our bread. Now remember, this is our white flour. So Uncle John's gonna get this out of here. I don't think I can do it unless I find a way to put the phone up. Hang on. Maybe I have something here, buddy, I don't know. But we need to find a place to put all of this flour. Now, I'm gonna try wrapping this to see if that'll do it. Oh, that didn't work well. Let's try this. First we have, remember this is a special way to do the blender. We lift on the left side and lift from the right side. So, I hope you can still see that, yeah. So let's pour the flour out. Oh, and it's hot, Jackson. The flour is hot. I don't know about, oh, I know why, because of the friction, all of it. Trying to get all the flour loosened up. We love our blender, don't we, Jackson? Now, we're going to have to do the heated wash in this one, for sure. Okay, I'm going to put that there. This is kind of hot, so I have to probably let this flour cool. Okay, buddy, this is what I did. I used the little tool, you know this tool, and I used it to get some of the flour that was down there, but I'm not getting all of that out. That's not happening today. So I think, well, maybe if I brush this down, you know, this is like a big toothbrush. You brush your teeth, Jackson, you know that. We have the big, can we call it the blender toothbrush? Mommy has one of these, I'm sure she does. Well, and Grandma will have one for sure. So I got a little bit more flour out before we do the heated wash. I still got my 2 little eggies. I got my hard red winter beans. And I'm gonna take this, lift up, lean back, pour in. Wow. I didn't get that much out. So how many cups of water do we put in there for heated wash? We do 3 cups. 3 cups is the first line. So we're coming, we're coming, we're coming, we're coming. Okay, we got it. 3 cups. Now what do? We have to have a drop of soap. Well, how about just a spray of soap? Okay, that's done. Hopefully that'll be enough because I was too lazy. We put it, we lean it, we lower it. We'll have to see about that. Now let's do heated wash. Custom blend, smoothie, alt milk, grind. That's what we just used. Now it's time for heated wash. And what does it go to? 140. 140. Here we go. What I did now is I made 1/2 cup of oil. Now I need a 1/2 cup of honey. Now Mommy has a friend named Monica, and Uncle John has the same friend. And Monica's sister-in-law gave me this honey because she makes the honey. So, well, the bees make the honey, we know that, but I mean, she raises the bees. And so this is honey. Now, what do we like about honey? It's sweet, and even honey is mentioned in the Bible. And in fact, the psalmist said that the word of God was sweet, sweet like honey. It's pretty amazing. Now, what we have to do is we have to measure another 1/2 cup, but this is a 1/2 cup of honey. So instead of measuring with the other cup measure, I'm just going to pour this in until we get up to the 1. A little more, little more, little more. Oh, the heated wash is going. Maybe just a little bit more. We want 1 cup, so it's just a little less than 1. So we'll add a little bit more while the heated wash is going. I think we got it, buddy. I think that did it for us. Okay, heated wash almost done. I think I don't have to worry about spraying soap versus dropping soap. I think it worked okay. Okay, Jackson, I took the soapy water and I put it in the sink. Then what did I do? I washed the blender out. I rinsed it out and I rinsed out the lid. So we're all clean, ready to use again the next time. Now we have our 1 cup of oil mixed with honey. So that's both together. And we have our eggs over there, and Uncle John had to plug in because my battery was dying. So let me get my phone holder. Okay, so here we are. We're back over at the KitchenAid mixer. Mommy has one too, I think, a stand mixer. And this is the piece that we have to attach in order to grind the flour, just like we did with the blender. So we'll move the little bowl over there. And I need the hard red wheat winter berries. I have those here. Now I have the flour that we made before, and it's still cooling off. This is kind of still warm, Jackson. So we're gonna let that set over here for a minute. And I need to get the yeast. And I need to put the blender toothbrush away. I know that's not what we really call it, but that's what Uncle John's calling it today. So we have that. We have the yeast, because you gotta have yeast. You know what I need? Salt. I gotta go find this. Okay, now, I'm back. I got the salt. And it's not my preferred salt. I have one called Redmond salt, but I don't know where. I couldn't find it. Aunt Kim was kind enough to help me straighten up my mess. So, I have something else called pink Himalayan salt. I like the Redmond salt better because it's like pure and natural or whatever. So anyhow, what I need is 3 teaspoons. Here's my teaspoon, okay, I need 3 teaspoons of salt. So I'm going to put these in these little prep bowls to do that. So count them out with me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's 3. Now I need some yeast. I need a tablespoon. Let me put the salt away before I make a bigger mess. Okay, I'm going to put that up here for now. And I'm going to get yeast. I think it's 1 tablespoon and a half. Let me check my recipe. Okay, so I need 1.5 tablespoons of yeast. So that's kind of a tricky one because I don't have a half tablespoon measure, but there's a way to kind of make that work. So I'll get 1 tablespoon and I'll put it here, 1. And then let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons.
So if I do a teaspoon, one teaspoon of yeast, and then I do a half teaspoon of yeast, which is this one, because it says 1/2. So I get 1/2. That should be a tablespoon and a half of yeast. Now let's look at everything Uncle John has out. Salt, 3 teaspoons of salt, 2 eggs that went plop in the bowl. Remove the yeast. Let me move my yeast up here with the other stuff up here. I have my oil and my honey, and I have to grind my hard red wheat berries. So that's next. Okay, buddy, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to unscrew this because this holds the attachment in place. I'm going to take off that lid that says KitchenAid, and I unscrew the lid, the piece just a little bit, and then I take this, and I put it in, then I tighten this back up, and now I'm almost ready. What do we have to do? Well, when we grind wheat, we have to make sure that it's on the right setting. So here is the smaller grind, here is the bigger grind. And the wheat berries go in here. Now, what do you think is missing? Uncle John needs something. What does he need? He needs a bowl to catch the wheat when we grind it. So I got to get a bowl. I decided to make my own invention. I took the mixing bowl and I turned it upside down. I put it on top of this. Now I'll have to say a little precarious, but we'll get this done before Aunt Kin comes home and it'll be fine. I'm now going to put the berries up here and then turn it on over here, and we're going to mix it. Hopefully this is safe. Now, I have the mixing bowl. Maybe I should make it a little safer, just in case any adults watch. We'll have to, if I do that and do this, I bet that's safer. We'll do that, okay? So we always want to be safe in the kitchen. We don't want accidents. Now, I move the salt into a smaller prep bowl so I could have the bigger prep bowl to dump into the berries, okay? So here we go. I got to switch hands. Let's get this turned on. Well, Uncle John didn't think through everything there. There we go. Now, scoop. Pour. And look, it's coming out. Scoop and pour. Scoop and pour. You see it's coming out. Scoop and pour. Now we don't want to fill that up too much. We just want to let it go. And we pour. I think it's down to just about the end, so let's do this. Okay, we have all the flour in there that we're going to do. Now it's just going to grind it. I don't know if it's supposed to go faster. I think maybe we should just go a little bit. Yeah, I'm thinking that's better. I don't know if it's better, but it's faster. See how the berries are getting ground up in here and they're coming out. It's like it's snow. Now I know Mommy has wheat berries that she can grind, and so she can do that too, but when she has time, because being a mommy's pretty busy stuff. So she's got to look after you, and she's got to look after Anna Mae, and all the stuff at the house and everything. Okay, it's still going. It's grinding those up, making it flour, and putting it in the bowl. Over here is the little attachment that's making it turn. Okay, buddy, it's almost done. You see it's going down and down and down, and it's coming out. Now, what I did, buddy, was I took the white flour and the other red flour, and then I mixed them all up in here. This way, I hopefully have a blend. I used my Pampered Chef whisk. It's called a balloon whisk. It's kind of a funny name, but if you look at it, it kind of makes a balloon. And so I took the balloon whisk and I mixed all this up. Now, the next thing the recipe says, and you know, Uncle John thought of something. Remember I said that the flour was hot? Well, Uncle John has a friend and her name is Miss Natalie. And Miss Natalie had a problem one time when she was making bread because her flour was too hot. Now, Mommy knows who Miss Natalie is. But, so I'm trying to keep that in mind to let the flour cool down. Now I need 2 1/4 cups of hot water. This water is at 142 degrees Fahrenheit. I think I got that right. 2 1/4 cup of hot water. Okay, now here comes the next. Here we go. I'm supposed to take 2 1/4 cup of hot water. So I'm putting that there. Okay. Then I'm supposed to put, remember how we did the oil and the honey? So let's do that now. Get all the honey out of there. Now look at that, the honey sinks to the bottom. Why? Because honey is heavier than oil. So we'll get the rest of that honey out of there. Come on out, honey. And where does honey come from? Bees. And where do bees come from? God. God made bees. Now we have salt, so we'll add that. And we add eggs. There's the eggs. Now we have to whisk it up. Now the lady who made the recipe just said you should just whisk it all up. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my same balloon whisk and I'm just going to mix this all up. 2 1/4 cup of hot water, salt, 1/2 cup of honey, 1/2 cup of oil. So maybe one time we can make bread, Or you and mommy can make bread and make me a video. Okay, now I have the mixture and I'm gonna put, I think I have to do this first. I have to attach this. So let's do that. See that little notch? So we push it up and we turn it to lock it in place. Okay, it's locked in place. Now, this gets raised up, or I may not have all that right, buddy. Maybe I should have put that on afterward. Well, we learn together, that's what we do, right? In Uncle John's kitchen, we just learn together. So we put them on the 2 notches. There we go. 1 notch, 2 notches. Now we get our dough hook, which is right here. And we put that back on where the notch was, and we turn it and lock it in place. Now, the lady said in the recipe to take 3 cups of flour and put it in that mixture. So I'm gonna get my cup measure. Okay, what she said was to add 3 to 4 cups of flour. So, now see, I think it's better to give me the grams of flour and let me weigh this out. But that's not what the lady said. So let's get this in here. 1. And remember now, Uncle John mixed the red and the white together. 2. And 1 more. Well, kind of need 2 hands here, bud. There we go. And that's 3. She said 3 to 4 cups, so let's do a 1/2 cup. That's the 1/2 cup measure. So let's do 3 1/2. Okay. Oh, I got to take this piece off. I forgot. Let's get this off first. Okay, here we go. Now we use the lever. We bring this up. And we come over here, and it has numbers, 0, and then stir is this one. So we'll start here. We'll just keep watching it go, and we'll give it a few minutes. Kind of funny to watch it, isn't it? What does the yeast do? Oh, look at that, I got flour on my nose. And I still do. Anyhow, the yeast, it makes the bread go from flat to fluffy. Flat to fluffy. That's what we use yeast for. And yeast makes the bread stand up taller. Okay, buddy. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add in the flour a 1/2 cup at a time. So it's been mixing, so I'm gonna get, so we're at 4, so we're gonna add in 1. It's kind of weird because you got the whole thing stirring around, but let's go ahead and add in a 1/2 cup, so that's 4 1/2, and we'll let that mix some more. And I'll get the next one, and this will make it 5. You see, I don't know if you can see inside the bowl, so I want to show you inside the bowl. So we're at 4 1/2 cups, and we want to keep letting it mix just like this. I think that's getting mixed in pretty well. I forgot that I was holding it sideways. I shouldn't have done that. But anyhow, this is just for home movies anyway, right? So I'm going to add the next 1/2 cup. That's making it thicker. Now the lady said she does hers on 2. I guess I should do mine on 2 as well. Well, there you go. There's a real problem. Apparently I didn't have that locked in place enough. Let's try that again. this seems a little fast. Maybe my 2 and her 2 aren't the same. This is a very old mixer. So we're at 5, so this puts us at 5.5. Ooh, we're running low. Well, we'll just go with the rest of the flour. That's what we'll do. We won't worry about it. Okay, buddy, it's been going for 15 minutes and it's just about there. Almost 15 minutes and almost completely done. You see how it's got that big ball that it's making? So anyhow, that's how it's going. We're gonna pull it out of here in just about a minute or 2. And when we do that, then we're gonna put it into, well, I gotta clean that bowl out apparently. But I'm gonna put it into a bowl and then we're gonna cover it and let it rise for 1 hour. 1 hour is a long time, but 1 hour is sometimes like a church service. That can be 1 hour. Sometimes 1 hour can be a nap, but we'll have to wait 1 hour. Maybe what you could do is ask mommy to set a timer for 1 hour so you know how long it takes. Okay, buddy, this is what the lady said to do. Sorry, I left my sink running over. She said to take it out of the bowl, which I did. And she said to put plastic wrap over it. Mommy has some, so you know what that's like. Saran wrap, or sometimes people have another thing called Glad wrap, but whatever. And we're gonna put this in the microwave, but we're not gonna cook it. And we're gonna take one of Uncle John's linen towels and put it over. And then we're gonna put it in the microwave. But I gotta check to see if Grandma doesn't have any snacks. She puts her treats here. What did I tell you, buddy? Grandma's treats. So we'll take those out. Now they look good. Cherry turnovers. Yum. Let's get our bread. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 hour. So this is where our 1 hour is, bud.
1 hour starting now.
And we're gonna wait 1 hour. Hey Jackson, I just pulled out. You remember we put there's Aunt Kim, say hi.
Hey Jackson, I sure hope you're feeling better. I miss you, buddy. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
So I pulled out the bread from the microwave. Remember where we put it in there? And it rose up all the way to the top, which is pretty amazing. So I'm gonna have to get it out, put some flour on the counter, and then divide it up and make my loaves, and then put it into the pans to rise again. Okay, so now I put some other flour on the counter so I could divide up this flour that's here. Remember, we're gonna take that out and we're gonna dump it here. So I need Aunt Kim to come back because I just realized I needed one more thing. Hey, babe. I need it's a metal scraper. It's in the drawer there. And I need you to take over. It's already running, so just... All right, Jackson, so what we're gonna do now, Aunt Kim is helping me. So I'm gonna turn this over. Just kind of pull it away from the bowl. One big spongy mess.
Wow.
Can you see that still?
Yeah.
Close enough. Okay. All right, my man. We're gonna cut it in 2 pieces. This is a scraper, a food scraper, so you could cut stuff up and then slide it up here and help carry it, or you can cut your bread, just like Uncle John just did. Now this lady says, Jackson, in the recipe, you remember what a recipe is, it's the plan for cooking. And she said to grease the pans. So I guess I gotta do that. All right, hit the red button and let me go get some oil. Set it up. There you go. Okay, buddy, we're gonna put a half a glove, because that's how we measure our oil. Well, that was maybe more than a half a glove. So there we go. And then I'm gonna just take my hand. It's probably messy to do it this way. But the lady said grease the pans, so we're gonna grease the pans. I personally don't think we need to. I'm gonna take this extra. And do the second one. Because these are non-stick pans, so I don't understand it, but maybe she didn't use non-stick. Maybe that's what it is, buddy. All right, here we go. We're gonna take the first one and we're gonna put it in there. We're gonna take the second one and put it in there. I don't know how it's gonna come out. I just know that that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take the same, I don't know, it's kind of yucky. Maybe, well, maybe I can do it. Let's put it on. We'll just do it this way. And Kim, open up the microwave.
Do I hit the button?
Just keep going, it's fine, I'm coming. I'm coming over. Oh, somebody you already put the stuff back in?
Yeah, I thought we were going to the oven. I didn't know we were.
No,
Had
it's
to
got
go
to rise
to the
45 more minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes starting now.
Okay, buddy, we got it. Well, buddy, we're at the last step. I gotta get them out of the microwave and let's see where we stand. All right, here we go. Opening, opening, opening. How about that, man? We got something, don't we? What do you think, Jackson? I think you and I did it, buddy. Now, this is the one where the lady said just score it. To score it just means to make a thing, like a line in it. Your mommy tried this on her loaf and I asked her what happened, and now I can see how hard that was. I have sharp knives and I am not getting that. Okay. Aunt Kim, let's open up the... All right, buddy. That's it. Hey Siri, set a timer for 40 minutes. So we did it.
Yay!
We'll see how it does in 45 minutes. So,
It's going to be delicious.
I hope so. So if you want to know how long is 45 minutes, ask Mommy to set a timer for 45 minutes and then you'll know. Okay, buddy. We're ready. We're taking a look at the bread. I don't know why I would have cut a hole in the top like that, but that looks good to me. All right. Okay, I had to get my rack ready. So my rack is ready. I got a place to put the pan when I pull it out. There we go. Aunt Kim's trying to warm herself. The house is at 80 degrees and she's trying to warm herself in the oven. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Well, Jackson, we made bread. Love you, buddy.
Bye. Mwah.
Well, I know I said goodbye, but you ought to see this. There you go. The bread is done.